Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? This your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life, that there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And I hope everybody is having an absolutely wonderful, beautiful Tuesday, um, April the 16th, 2024. Allow me to apologize for my absenteeism on Monday. As remember, I told you guys on Friday on Sports Plus Life Talking Ish, I told you guys on Friday that I had went to the emergency room, wanted to get my voice checked out because my throat had really been bothering me over the last 3 weeks. They let me know what was up, telling me basically to STFU, and then I proceeded to do a 3 hour podcast after that. So I did take the next 3 days to really just relax and chill, particularly yesterday. I really didn't talk to anybody. I really didn't talk yesterday. I didn't really talk at all yesterday. But but so I just moved Monday show to Tuesday. And we'll still keep everything moving as far as Friday goes, but I'm gonna try to go a little not as hard as usual, even though it just may be me on a solo tip today. I'm not sure if any of my guys are coming in or not. If they do, that's what's up. If they don't, that's cool as well. I know everybody got stuff to do. But before we keep moving forward, let me give a shout out to Two Tough Sports, the Madden Gamer League, where the games are broadcasted on Twitch, and also Heather's Craft Haven on TikTok as well as Facebook. Now look, we talking some sports today. Now look, I know if you looked at the hashtags and the topics, it says NBA playoffs play in. The Lakers and the Pelicans just tipped off. We're going to talk about the end of the season. I mean, like I'm really going to dive deep into the NBA today, as well as just a update as far as Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, and really my final thoughts on the passing of O.J. Simpson and the reactions that some people have had to it. Some, I think, distasteful reactions. And I touched on that subject on Friday as well, but not going to get into that yet. Again, the play-in has just tipped off. The Pelicans right now are leading the Lakers by 3. But as far as the end of the season goes, let's see what we got. Let's see exactly what we have. Let's check these standings out. In the Eastern Conference, it was a foregone conclusion with Boston, I would say probably about 2 months ago. They've looked suspect in a couple of their games to end the season out, particularly against New York and Milwaukee, but Boston did finish with the number 1 seed, 14 games better than the number 2 seed, who was not the Milwaukee Bucks. It was the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks moved into the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. They come into the playoffs on a 5-game winning streak. Jalen Brunson, even though he won't win MVP, is a legit MVP candidate. So they got the 2 seed. Milwaukee this has just been like, I said this last week. Milwaukee has been the team that I've been most disappointed in this season. I thought the Bucks was going to rock this year with Giannis and Dame, and now Giannis is hurt with a calf injury. They said it's not an Achilles injury. We'll see. As a 3-point shot made by D'Lo, and the Lakers up by 1 now. But it was not Achilles injury, thank goodness. But the Bucks have been it's just been a tumultuous season for Milwaukee. You replace coaches when you were 18 games over 500, and Doc Rivers has coached under 500 basketball. Like, explain that. So Milwaukee got the 3rd seed. The Cleveland Cavaliers got the 4th seed. The Orlando Magic. Now, to me, they're the biggest surprise of the season. Didn't see Orlando Magic coming. Didn't see the Orlando Magic coming out of nowhere and getting the 5th seed. Shout out to Orlando. The Indiana Pacers got the 6th seed, and then of course, now we go through seed 7 and 10. And again, I am not a fan of the play-in. I will explain why I am not a fan of the play-in again as the play-in game goes on tonight. I think that a play-in game scenario is unnecessary particularly for the Eastern Conference, when the difference between the 7th and 8th seed is the Philadelphia 76 is the 7th seed. The Miami Heat is the 8th seed. The Miami Heat is 7 games better than the 9th seed, the Chicago Bulls, and the Atlanta Hawks. And they're 10 games better than the Atlanta Hawks. What the hell is they playing for in the Eastern Conference? This season, I get it in the West, where there's a 1-game difference between really there's a 1-game difference really between the 8th seed and the 10th seed. I get that. But in the Eastern Conference, waste of time. And particularly when it comes to the 7th seed. So the Eastern Conference play-in, it will be the 7-8 game will be Philadelphia versus Miami. Miami will have to come to Philly. And the winner of that game will be the 7th seed, and they'll have to play the New York Knicks. A lot of people were like, damn, New York. How do you – because when I was watching that game Sunday against Chicago, I hear, commentators are like, well, if the Knicks lose this game, they'll be the 3rd seed, and they won't have to play the Philadelphia 76ers. Now that Embiid is back, should Philadelphia beat Miami? But you play to win the game. You play to win the game, because you never know. You just you get who you get, and you don't throw a fit straight up. And New York knows now that they're going to have home court advantage for at least 2 series. For the first and the second round, should they get out of the first round. So if I'm the Knicks, I'll take that no problem. In the 9-10 game, the waste of time game between the Bulls and the Hawks, to me, it's a waste of time. Neither team has earned it. It's rewarding mediocrity. It's ridiculous. If the NBA was hell bent on doing a play-in game, this is the way I would do it. I would only do it if it was a 1-game difference between the 8th seed and the 9th seed, which means the 7th seed would be safe. The 10th seed, no. Now, this year, I would make an exception for the 10th seed because literally the 9th and the 10th seed in the Western Conference have the exact same record. I would do a play-in game for them. Then that game is tonight. And then the winner would play the 8th seed. The 7th seed, again, would be safe. That's just me. So when you look at matchups, the only matchups that are cemented right now in the Eastern Conference is Milwaukee versus Indiana and Cleveland versus Orlando. And right now, a lot of people are going to pick Milwaukee to lose whatever series they're in because, Giannis is hurt and the Bucks just really haven't been vibing all season. Every time they start to play good, they start to play horrible. I ain't doing 80 proof during the week no more. You feel me? But, so Indianapolis did win the season series with them. The Pacers did win the season series with the Milwaukee Bucks. They played all of their games early, though. They played 5 times very early in the regular season. Now, Cleveland and Orlando, that to me has the potential to be a 7-game series because Orlando's a very physical team. They're a very physical team, and they're playing some ball. That's probably the series that out of all of the series in the playoffs, I don't think nobody's going to pay attention to Cleveland versus Orlando. I will, though. I will. Now, in the Western Conference, the number 1 seed is the Oklahoma City Thunder. How about that? The last 2 weeks I said I felt Denver had the inside track to get the number 1 seed, but the Oklahoma City Thunder came out and nabbed that number 1 seed. Denver they blew a huge lead in the 4th quarter against San Antonio last week, and it came back to bite them in the buttocks. As Oklahoma City is number 1, Denver number 2, Minnesota number 3, the Clippers number 4, the Mavericks number 5. The Phoenix Suns got that 6th spot. The Phoenix Suns got that 6th spot. Leaving the play-in games as follows. New Orleans and the Lakers are playing now. New Orleans is 7. LA is at 8. The winner of this game gets a 7 seed. Sacramento and Golden State will play next. The winner will advance to play in the 8th seed game. The loser's season is over. Sacramento and Golden State have the exact same record. You remember last season, that was a blood and guts 7-game series first round. That's a game again that's going to be played in Sacramento. So, you know, you got LeBron James and Steph Curry playing in the play-in. A lot of people think that it's going to be the Lakers and the Warriors who indeed get the 7 and 8 spots. But man, that would really suck for New Orleans. New Orleans, who's 2 games better than the Lakers, you know, could possibly. This is why I don't like the play-in. New Orleans, who's 2 games better than the Lakers, and 3 games better than the Warriors. Yet they have there's a scenario where they could miss the entire playoffs. I don't like that. I honestly don't like that. Again, the 7th seed shouldn't even be bothered. But if New Orleans better handle if New Orleans handles their business tonight against the Lakers, they'll be the 7th seed anyway. Oh, damn, you missed the dunk. And have that unenviable matchup against Denver and the defending champion Nuggets. So that's what people are like, well, maybe the Lakers should lose tonight. That's taking a chance too, because let's say the Lakers lose tonight, and then we got to see Steph Curry. And then on top of that, the Sacramento Kings swept us this year. But I would actually like our chances better against the Kings because the Kings got some injuries. I mean, this is what it is. But say we got to run into Steph Curry, we run the risk of missing the playoffs. So, you know, it's crazy. But the only matchups that are in stone in the Western Conference is Minnesota versus Phoenix and the Clippers versus the Mavericks. I think most people are probably going to take Phoenix to beat Minnesota. Probably most because, you know, now Phoenix is going into the playoffs healthy. KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal are all healthy. People don't believe in Minnesota's experience with Anthony Edwards and Cat, even though Cat has been around, but a lot of people are going to take Phoenix. And this may say a lot about Kevin Durant. I mean, I think Kevin Durant's legacy should be sealed. 2-time champion, 2-time finals MVP. But you may not want to lose this one in the first round if you KD. You know, maybe you may not want to do that, but that may happen. This Dallas versus Clippers series, this Dallas versus Clippers series is gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit because this series is interesting. This series is interesting because Dallas has been playing great. Luka has been playing great. Kyrie has been playing great. And it's like, yo. But the Clippers, they healthy for the most part too. You got Kawhi, Paul George, Harden, and Westbrook. So, you know, I think that that series to me is going to be bananas because I'm rooting for the Clippers. I'm not going to lie. I'm rooting for the Clippers because, look, I'm a Laker fan, but I want to see my man Westbrook get a ring. I'm rooting for the Lakers, but I want to see Russell Westbrook get a ring. I really don't give a shit about James Harden personally, but I want to see Russ get a ring. And I think if the Clippers are healthy, I think they can beat anybody. If they're healthy and they're on one accord, I think they can beat anybody. I'm going to be really rooting for the Clippers. Now, picture this scenario, y'all. Picture this scenario. Rock with me for a second. Say the Lakers lose tonight, right? So they got to play for the 8th seed game. Say they win. Say they beat whoever they got to play, whether it's Golden State or whether it's Sacramento in the 8th seed game. So then the Lakers get in as an 8th seed and they have to play Oklahoma City, right? The Young Thunder. I truly believe the Lakers would be favored. I believe we would beat Oklahoma City. I do. And then imagine in the second round, you have a Lakers-Clippers series. I'm just saying. Now, every time there's the possibility of a Lakers versus Clippers series, somebody gets in the way to fuck it up. Like if the Lakers win tonight, that would fuck it up unless it would be in the Western Conference Finals. And if the Lakers win tonight, we going home because Denver will beat us. I'm just being real. We will not beat Denver in the first round. I mean, to me, I would never say, hey, Lakers, lose this game. But I believe the Lakers have a better chance of beating the Oklahoma City Thunder in a series rather than the Denver Nuggets. What do you think? Okay, what do you think? Yes, Denver would drag us. Exactamundo. We on the same page, Rob. Denver would drag us. So now, as far as MVP goes, I think Jokic is going to get the MVP. I think Jokic is going to get the MVP. I think it'll be close over Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, which you can make a strong case for SGA. You can make a strong case for SGA to get MVP because think about it. Everybody knows that everybody knows well, it might not be the Thunder, but I would like our chances better against the Thunder than the Nuggets. I can tell you that right now. We don't know how to beat the Nuggets. But SGA, you can make a good case for SGA because it's clear that the Western Conference was a tougher conference. I mean, you only had one team win 50 games in the East. Well, Boston won 64, then the Knicks won 50. You got OKC, Denver, Minnesota, LA Clippers, Dallas Mavericks, all with 50 wins, with 50 or better wins. So clearly the West is the tougher conference. And SGA has his team as the number one seed in the tougher conference. So if there was a argument to give to Shea to SGA for MVP, I think that's it. But I think people with the Nuggets being the defending champions, and with Jokic just being Jokic. I mean, Jokic is just playing like Jokic. People are really, really, really starting, even though he already won 2 MVPs, now that he's a finals MVP as well, I think he's going to get his 3rd MVP. What up? Come on. Hey.
Hey, Daddy.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. Come on. Let's get it cracking. Let's get get the hoodies hung up and let's go ahead, get in the shower, get the shower water ready. Always parenting. But yeah, if there was an argument to give SGA for a league MVP, I think you have to say that. Number one seed in the tougher conference, you're number one seed over the defending world champions. That's something that I think you may have to think about. That's something that I think people should take into consideration when it comes to the most valuable player for the NBA this year. I mean, this is probably the most NBA talk that I've done, or at least the most in detail, because the season is over and the 82 games don't bother me. London, stop playing. Come on and hang your hoodie up. And the 82 games doesn't bother me, but it's just I just lock into football so much that I really don't start, locking into basketball until after the Super Bowl. And yeah, and then after that, it's March Madness. Yes, honey.
We don't have to go to bed.
Yes, you do. Get in the shower and then get in the bed. It's about to be 8:00. Get in the shower and then get ready for bed. Yes, ma'am. School night. School night. Girl, somebody done told you wrong. She's like, we don't have to go to bed? Yes, you do. It's 8:00 on a Tuesday in April. I believe that is a school night. Don't you guys think that is a school night? I think that is a school night. So that means at 8:00 on a Tuesday, we're not turning up on a Tuesday. You're turning down your bed sheets because you're about to go to bed. Holla at your boy. Holla at your koala one time. Anyway, but yeah, so the NBA, and when I come back on here on Friday, we'll have all of the playoff matchups as the playoffs kick off on Saturday. 420 National Get High Day is first day of the NBA playoffs of all the actual matchups. So you can have blunts and basketball. Blunts and basketball. How you feel about blunts and basketball? Okay. Now, Rob, stick around because, I have one more thing I wanted to say in regards to the OJ topic, and I'll bring you on if you want. Just don't go whole conspiracy theory on me. That's Friday. He said, I'm gonna be high as Kevin Durant. Hey, you wild. You wild for that one. um the next Thursday. Now we will have 3 shows next week. All right. We'll have 3 shows next week. We'll have our usual show on Monday. Unless I don't know. Is that the day I have to be on set? I gotta see. We'll still have 3 shows. I may have to do another show Tuesday, another show next week on Tuesday, because it depends on whether I have to be on set or not for this short film. But Thursday is the NFL draft. Thursday is the NFL draft, and we're going to cover it. You're going to see all the faces here. You're going to see me, Sean, Aaron, Tony, Keith, Calvin. So it's going to be a screen full of us for the NFL draft. I'm going to have to moderate that one, because I just got to make sure that everybody's not talking at the same time, so everybody can get their words in. But yes, so we'll do a show either Monday or Tuesday, definitely next Thursday as well as Friday. So Sports Plus Life is going to be busy AF next week, as again, Thursday, April 25th is the NFL draft. We're going to cover it. If you want to be a part of a fun ass draft coverage, watch your boys, because we're gonna be a trip. We're gonna be a trip. Everything we do, we talk our shit when it comes to sports, but we also, we're gonna have a good ass time as well. We're gonna have a good ass time as well doing it. So definitely be on the lookout. Sports Plus Life NFL draft coverage. All right. The Philadelphia Eagles signed Devontae Smith to a contract extension. I believe $51 million guaranteed. I didn't know if Sean was going to pop in here or not, and just to give his opinion on his team getting one of their wide receivers good and paid and under contract. So that's really the only football news to talk about outside of draft. Everything else is draft talk. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Mike Tyson has come out in an interview saying that no, this is a real fight, that there's going to be no headgear, no 16-ounce gloves. He doesn't believe Jake Paul is faster than him or anything else like that. And Mike Tyson said he's going to come in and try to hurt him, and then he's going to be sadly mistaken. So I'm just going to have to ride with Mike on this one. I'm going to have to ride with Mike, because I want Mike to whoop his ass. I want Mike to whoop his ass day after my birthday. That'd be a great birthday present. If Mike Tyson served this loudmouth Jake Paul. And, that's just going to be an event in itself, because anytime it's a Tyson fight, it's an event in itself. So I'll be looking forward to it. And I hope Mike handle his business. So, again, as I've been riding solo for most of the night, which is fine. Now I am about to bring up a topic that I brought up on Friday. And Rob, I did send you the link if you wanted to hop on here. It's in regards to OJ. This is the last time I'm gonna talk about the OJ topic. It really bothered me when I see people. He said that boy gonna ride with the ambulance too. But it really bothers me when it comes to the OJ Simpson topic. It really bothers me how people and I can't even say today's society, and society in general, particularly when it comes to people who look like me. It's amazing how reality just gets tampered with, how people don't like to live in reality. And again, OJ Simpson died from prostate cancer last week on the 10th of April, last Wednesday, at 76 years old. And you got some people out there saying that that's karma. How in the hell is that karma? A 70-year-old man dying from prostate cancer is karma? Some of y'all people are really, really, really reaching. Y'all are reaching hard. I did not like, and I brought up Caitlyn Jenner. As a lot of people have come at Caitlyn Jenner, I was so proud of my boy Cameron. Cam shut him what the fuck ever. Cam came at Caitlyn Jenner neck. And again, when I say him, I'm not making no fun of, the transgender community. I'm talking about this one individual. I'm talking about this one motherfucker who wanted to put good riddance hashtag OJ Simpson. You don't celebrate nobody death because you don't celebrate nobody dying. You don't, because especially when it's factually been proven that your actions have contributed to somebody actually being killed. How you going to sit there and say good riddance, but it's fact that you contributed to, that your actions contributed to somebody's death. Maybe when you die, somebody might say good riddance hashtag Caitlyn Jenner, Miss Doubtfire. Rob, I sent you the link if you want to come join about this topic. That really bothers me, because again, when it comes, the narrative always changes. And I may say some things that may hurt some people's feelings, and I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, because once again, I say this time and time again, I love everybody. One thing I am is a realist, and I'm in touch with reality, and I can put 2 + 2 together, and I'm going to say when something is not fair, unjust, and fucked up. And I'm sorry if you don't like it. Actually, I'm not sorry if you don't like it, because it's the truth. It's one thing that I've realized about this society in particular: people don't like to hear the truth. People so do not like to hear the truth. The truth makes you a villain. The truth makes you an enemy. The truth shall set you free from employment. And you're talking about a man who was found not guilty on a double homicide, but people still want to treat him as a pariah and, act as if he's guilty, and even over sentence him on that memorabilia shit. And everybody knew what that shit was about. How the hell you over sentence a dude 13 years to the day that he was found not guilty? Everybody knows what that shit was about. And to the people out there that's saying karma and good riddance, and this is no disrespect to the families of Ron Goldman or Nicole Brown. Yeah, OJ died. OJ may have just died, but they're not coming back. There's no karma. There's no justice. And they're not coming back. And the fact that and I'm going to say this, Caitlyn Jenner and people who look like and think like Caitlyn Jenner, and I'm not talking about transgender, people who look like and think like Caitlyn Jenner and feel that way about good riddance when it comes to OJ Simpson, you show your privilege, you show your arrogance, and you show your ignorance. Because that's why people have such a hard time accepting. That's why for 30 years, people have had such a hard time accepting this verdict, because that's not how business is done in the United States of America. That's just facts. That's not the way business is done. When a black person is put on trial for murdering somebody, for murdering a Caucasian, that's 99.9%. You done. You guilty. Whether you guilty or not. And that's the thing and that's what people don't like to hear. But I don't give a fuck, because I'm going to say it, because again, it's the truth. It's the truth. But at the same time, you want to sit here and cry about OJ being innocent, but we was basically told to shut the fuck up when Rodney King got his ass whipped on tape, and the jury found all of them cops not guilty. And you saw it. You saw it. There's literally video evidence, something that nobody has in regards of the OJ case. They have proof. They have proof that they did this, and they still got off. George Zimmerman kills a black teenager and is doing book tours. Where they do that at? George Zimmerman kills Trayvon Martin, You know, everybody knows he kills Trayvon Martin. He said he killed Trayvon Martin. Gets off and is doing book tours. But we supposed to shut up. You know who killed. You know those men killed Emmett Till. You know it. And they get off. And we told to shut up. We told to handle it with grace. The narrative, but when OJ gets acquitted, this is bullshit. Nah, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that. Now, I never believed that he did it. I will never believe that he did it. But it'd be real fucked up if somebody came on here and said, well, nobody had any mercy or any grace when it came to Trayvon Martin, Rodney King, Emmett Till, a list of other black people who were killed at the hands of white people or any other race and was let off. Or there was no mercy or grace for the black person who was accused or sent to jail unjustifiably for something they didn't commit just because they were black. It'd be real fucked up for somebody to come on here and say, well, if that didn't happen, why should I care about the OJ situation? People don't like to hear the truth. What up, Rob?
So I'm not gonna go conspiracy theory.
Nope, it ain't Friday.
But clearly there's a motherfucker that's shaking the jar with the red ants and the black ants. You understand what I'm saying?
Say that one more time.
Somebody is shaking the jar with the red ants and the black ants.
Okay, I got you.
So just like you know wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And you know it's certain moves you can do. Like if I jab, get down low and stick my hand out, I'm baiting you. If you know what to do, I'm baiting you to snatch my hand and try and put me in the move. And as soon as you do, I'm gonna wrap you up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're a boxer. So you know how to let a motherfucker walk into a jab. And they just keep walking into a bam, bam,
absolutely,
bam. And now we talking about big motherfuckers will keep walking into a jab.
You seen me fight. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna wrap it all up for you.
What up, homie?
See
see
the passion that you see the passion that you have about this issue?
Oh, yeah.
What if I told you that there's a group of people that's purposely calculating this shit to stir up that passion, but they gotta remain unseen and hidden? You thinking it's white folks? These people they're not just white folks.
Oh no, absolutely not. That's not what I'm thinking.
Listen, these people, they're after us, but they set up social situations to use the black narrative, to use the race card as a weapon. So everything, and I listened to with the Dr. Umar. I won't say I can't say that I don't like him. He has some views that on some things that I disagree with, and he has some views on some things that I do agree with.
Yeah.
But at this point, I really feel like he may be part of the problem because it's like I can't say that he's ineffectual, but he can identify some stuff and get some things moving, but then it's like after that things fizzle out. Now I give him credit for his accolades and education and his knowledge and everything, but there's some things that I conflict with him on, right? And one of the first things that we're gonna have to address, because we're addressing the truth, is that we've been lied to.
Absolutely.
If you believe the whole narrative of slavery, then you're falling for the trick. You're walking into the jab.
It's not Friday. Don't go Kanye on me. It's not
I'm not
Friday.
going. I'm not going Kanye. What I'm trying to do, we really all white America needs to know this, and Black America needs to know this. We were already here. When you are able to embrace that, that'll put that'll give you the opportunity to go and research and look at some more things. But we were already here. They didn't bring us over here. We were already here.
Well, when it comes to Dr. Umar, I agree with I agree with some, I don't agree with others. Now, I agree with some things he says, I don't agree with other things he says. Like, he nailed it for me as far as the OJ shit goes. But when he his stance against, interracial relationships, I don't agree with that because you talk against white supremacy as I would too. But if you have a problem with interracial relationships, then you and white supremacy are speaking the same language, because an interracial relationship, all that does is create more people of color. So I don't see how I don't see that as a lose. I don't see that as a lose. I mean, I support interracial relationships, and as far as us Black people not calling each other Americans, look, man, if my people help build this joint, oh, I should claim it. I should claim it, just as much. Only people I shouldn't claim it more than is the natives that was here. That's my opinion.
Claiming, so when we carry on with government and government interaction and programs or jobs or whatever, when you accept these labels, African American, black in legal diction in legal terms equals dead, because we're not black, we're brown. Black is the color that outlines this StreamYard thing that we're looking at. We're brown.
No, I get it. Hey, man, I know some Black folk out there that's just as black as this box that's over top of the StreamYard joint.
You see what it is? They hide behind the color of language and the color of law to deceive us of our rights. You don't want to be an American. You want to be sovereign. So
what?
Yes, see, that's a whole new term. You ain't sovereign, because they stole the country from us. But in order to engage the corporation, you had to accept certain titles. That's what a lot of the civil rights was about. There were people who didn't have social security numbers, and they wanted to force them into the system.
Well, you're gonna have to show me some stuff on Friday about the whole slavery thing, but that's for Friday.
Yeah, that's for Friday. But again, with the narrative of the Black experience, if you don't know where you came from, you won't know where you're going. And everything and anything that's happened to any Black person or Black woman in this country in the last 20 years and 50 years, including Emmett Till, all of that, I'm not down in none of that. But what I am saying is that some of that has been used as a weapon to get Black America to rise up against white America. So my thing to everybody listening is, don't fall for the rhetoric. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe shit.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe shit. I'm not saying that police aren't brutal and that you don't have some dirty cops, but don't put yourself in a situation where you got to deal with dirty cops.
One thing I want to say, and I want to make this clear. I am not in the business of trying to get nobody to rise up and go against. No, I'm not trying to do that. As I said when I first started talking about this OJ situation tonight, my issue is how people don't like to accept the reality of situations. That's my issue. The narrative changes when it doesn't fit, when it doesn't work for certain groups of people. And that is not, and that's just the example that I'm using, because I can use plenty of other examples. I can use plenty of other examples where people switch the narrative all of the time. And when the narrative doesn't favor what you want it to favor, you tend to forget the actual reality of stuff. And when you talk about a situation like with OJ, that narrative, that reality gets forgotten so much. So again, it's not me trying to get somebody to rise up and do, hey, I'm not trying to get anybody to rise up against any group of people. I'm just talking about, let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it real. And sometimes when you tell the truth, people don't like to hear it. When you tell the truth about situations, documented situations, people don't like to hear it because it doesn't fit what you want to hear or what you want to talk about. That's what I'm saying.
You're identifying a symptom, but you're not looking at the problem. The problem with who controls the narrative, who or what controls the narrative. I told you before that our media is controlled by 6 companies.
Absolutely.
6 organizations control our media, and they're all beholden to Israel. So you're not, every story that you're going to see is going to paint black people as being demons.
Well, don't blame me for pointing it out. And again, I'm not trying to start any ruckus. I mean, don't blame me for pointing it out.
You can point the problem out, but you're just identifying the symptom. You got to take a step back. Why is that situation always been existing, and it still exists? Who's benefiting from that?
Hold on for a second. Is she in the shower? Ro, is she in the shower? All right, well then let her get out. Get out the way. All right.
See, that's the problem with the whole thing. It's easy to identify the problem, but now you got to do something about it. Yes, shifting the narrative, and that's what these people do. And now you see how they cross the line. Like,
you're breaking your Wi-Fi breaking up.
Most things you can't even talk about in this country without it getting political.
Well, who am I, sir? Who am I to change the narrative? I am but one Negro. I am just but one Negrachi. Who am I to do that? Oh, who am I?
That's how these people keep the conflict going, because people engage in television. I stopped watching TV.
Shit. Well, I ain't never gonna stop watching TV because it's too much sports for me to watch.
Depends on what you watch. You watch Disney channels. You watch ESPN.
I do watch ESPN.
ESPN is owned by Disney.
I know that. I'm talking about live sports events. Live sports events. That's what I'm talking about. I'm watching TNT right now.
So you watch a lot of sports and movies.
You know this. You know this. You know this. I watch sports and scary movies. Hey, boo. I watch sports and scary movies.
Is that Alicia?
Nah.
Oh.
This nigga here.
But again, America's obsession is not that America was even obsessed with OJ. OJ was fed to America, right? America put OJ on the pedestal, and the media took him down.
Oh my goodness!
Because again, back in the 70s and the 80s, you and I being little boys, we remember you seen OJ as much as you seen Steve Harvey.
I didn't know who the hell Steve Harvey was when I was a little boy.
But I'm saying to make the comparison, you seen OJ that much. You seen OJ on talk shows. You seen OJ 2-3 times, like almost 4 or 5 times during the week.
Yeah.
What was OJ supposed to do, or what didn't OJ do that he was supposed to do that caused this shit? Because OJ was a media darling. And then for some reason, out of nowhere, I mean OJ was writing his own ticket like Kanye was writing his own ticket. We had never seen a black man rise to that much. And then after, Jordan was coming up, but we
was going to say, yeah. No, because I mean, in the 80s, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson,
But we hadn't seen too many black football players.
But OJ was the first athlete to really cross over from athletic star to pop culture star. He, like I said last Friday, he was the original NIL deal.
Coming from the field to in front of the camera.
Right.
From the actual sport to the camera, but not just from the sport to the camera. He had something intelligent to say.
Yeah. I just said he was the original NIL deal. I
always want to know, like, what happened. He didn't just all of a sudden decide, hey, I'm gonna kill this white bitch today. I'm tired of her shit.
I'm weak. Oh shit.
It didn't come out like that. Because whatever she was doing, he was fine with it because he was facilitating it. He was for whatever her kick was, he was facilitating that shit. He was paying for it. So it just
boy, sometimes you gotta leave that cocaine bear alone, boy. I watched that shit for the first time. I watched that shit for the first time last night. Cocaine Bear, that shit was just over the top. Over the top. Like over the top.
Did you get what it was trying to tell you?
Yeah, I get what it was. Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug. I mean, it's seen as a comedy horror film, so I don't know what to do with Cocaine Bear. And I know they actually have, the damn bear in, Kentucky is dead now. But I'm saying, they got the bear at a museum or something in Kentucky. But I don't know. It just some parts I found funny. I didn't find any part of it scary. I found more parts stupid than funny. I mean, but some parts were funny. But I ain't seen nothing scary about it. To me, it was just like, hadn't this bear OD'd yet? You're talking about a black bear that's only 175 pounds. He ain't OD'd. She ain't OD'd yet. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. That's just me. Oh my goodness! What movie? You said you don't watch TV, but no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Have you seen that Lego movie?
A long time ago. Yeah.
The thing is running around. Everything is happy. Everything is happy.
Yeah.
Everybody happy. That's what we live in.
Let's save that.
That's
shit
what
for
we
Friday,
live in.
man. Save that shit for Friday, man. You saying we running around the Lego movie now, man?
But see, because you watch some stuff and you don't want to. And I'm not attacking you because it's a lot of people, and I'm not attacking any of y'all, but it's a lot of people like that. Like you were saying, like you know what, some of this shit is just too much, and it don't make y'all bad people. It's like you know what, I got life going good now. I got bills, I got kids. Just leave me the fuck alone with all the rest of that shit. Fuck that. And y'all would rather deal with it if it came into y'all. If it come into your shit, then you'll deal with it. Other than that, it don't fuck with you going to work. It don't fuck with your car. It don't fuck with your kids. You ain't worried about it. There are those of us like myself, like yeah, I want to know what the fuck is out there. I'm going to meet the threat,
Bro, I do want to. I do want to know what's out there. It's just everybody takes information differently. That's all. I do want to know what's out there. That doesn't mean I have to take the information the exact. I don't have to process it the same as everybody else. I'm my own person. I'm my own man. I process information different. You know, I mean, I may look at some shit that nobody could absolutely believe is happening, and I might laugh at that shit. Everybody's different, you know. And that's what you have to understand, sir. Now, a lot of people don't want to deal with none. A lot of people want to do the same old rinse and repeat every day, all week, every year, whatever. Me, nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me. And again, that's for Friday. How we go from Cocaine Bear to talking about
we still on the same shit. It's all in how you, and I'm not going in, but it's all in how you look at it. It's all in how you look at it. Cause that slow speed chase that motherfucker got away with.
who?
I ain't seen OJ.
Oh,
I ain't never seen the motherfucker get back. I was done with that shit. I knew we had to be watching the movie, especially after, like you said, what happened to Rodney King. And this motherfucker do a slow, like a slow high speed chase.
bruh. OJ and Rodney King are not. OJ and Rodney King were viewed totally different people by everybody in the universe. If you never knew Rodney King from a can of paint, and he came and sat right next to you, and then OJ came and sat on the other side of you, you'd be like, "That's OJ Simpson." Oh my God, that's OJ Simpson. Hi, nigga, that's OJ Simpson right there. You see this right here, unknown nigga? That's Rodney King. That's OJ Simpson. Come on, man.
Unless you know your niggas.
Cut it out. Cut it out. What movies are you looking forward to that's coming out?
None, but I hear a lot coming out now. Will Smith got some shit coming out.
Bad Boys. Bad Boys. Ride or Die. I can't wait for that shit.
Who else got some shit that's about to I don't know. Hey, where all this beef shit come from in the rap game?
You know, that's crazy that I haven't addressed that at all. And I've been thinking about that shit every day. J. Cole and Kendrick. I mean, the shit is over now. I don't know. I really don't know. I've been watching that for the last week, but then something else always comes up that kind of piques my interest a little bit more.
J. Cole started a fight and then copped a plea.
He apologized.
Yo,
it's some niggas mad at that shit, bro.
That's like
I don't know why. Like, you're a grown ass man. If you think you did something wrong, own up to it and apologize. Nigga, grow up.
That's like walking up on the motherfucker and stealing the shit out of his ass, and you don't even know it, and then be like, you know what, my bad, bro.
I mean, if you listen to the song that he made, it's called Might Delete This. And I listened to the whole track. I'm like, he's not rapping like he believed what he's saying.
Man,
He wasn't rapping like he believed what he was saying, but niggas like people was mad behind that. Like
what
people was mad that J. Cole apologized to Kendrick because people want to be over the top. They want to pick sides. Oh, you heard that new Kendrick diss track? Oh, you heard that new J. Cole joint? Hey man, J. Cole said it ain't in his spirit, man. So let that man. J. Cole said doing that beef, beefing wasn't in his spirit. Wasn't in his
but
spirit. He like it.
you know what he did do?
What?
He made some niggas step up to the plate and put some shit out, and they had to come correct to try to respond. Now everybody got responses and diss records and shit coming out.
Yeah, niggas.
Rose got a diss track.
Who?
Drake got a diss track.
Yeah, it was.
They are like
who is Drake? Who is Drake beefing with? The dude Metro Boomin or something like that.
No, man, I don't know. You know why I'm not in? The shit has lost its luster for me because I see a repeating pattern. Some shit that in the real essence of hip hop, it's just words, and hey, look, if I'm better than you, I got some lines. Hey, look, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you lose a rap battle, you just lose a rap battle. You ain't going to get no knives and guns and shit. Just calm down. I win one week, you win. I win one Friday, you win the next Friday. Let's sell some tickets and make some money.
Hold up, Drake was throwing the diss at Ross. Is that what I'm reading correctly? Drake was dissing Ross.
Yeah, but you notice a lot of this shit started after Kendrick dropped his shit, and then after that shit about Meek came out, and hearing his cheeks getting clapped. And I got a hard time. I listened to a good 10 minutes of Meek Mills, and I have a hard time hearing them talk gangster after I hear them do this. You're not doing that.
Hey, bro. That shit, man. I heard that shit once, man. When I go on other junks on YouTube and they play that shit, I gotta turn that shit off, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit.
And it's fucked up because I had to listen to it I listened to it a couple of times because I needed to make sure for myself. I got a pretty good idea about what Puff sound like. We done heard him on plenty of times on Wax. And we know what Meek sound like, and we know what both of them sound like on the track when they when I'm talking about nigga, on the song.
Nigga, so, you sound like Mr. T.
Now you know who you hearing is unmistakable about what the fuck you hearing.
I don't look.
That ain't AI generated.
Bruh, let me be honest with you. I don't give a shit. Like, look, if they doing that stuff with each other, I don't care. It's when you start bringing like kids into that shit. That's the nasty shit. That's the nasty shit.
Artists participate.
Look, if it's two grown men having consensual or whatever, or like if you bringing kids in, or if you date raping people, like that's not cool neither. Like if you lacing drinks and lacing blunts where people get incapacitated and you have your way with them, no, that's not cool neither. But if it's just two dudes, or two whatever, and they go into and they decide to do the dude, that's your business. That's your business. It is. That's on you. But when you get to doing that dirty shit, nah. But I ain't know Drake and Ross was beefing. I mean, that's crazy. He probably like, you may have beaten Meek in a rap beef, huh? But you ain't gonna come after me, huh? Cause we gonna make history, huh? After I eat this pile of cookies, huh?
Lemon pepper
wings, rose, huh? Boy, hey, Ross. I mean, Ross trying to get his homeboy back, man. Man, you might hear something about all of them cheek clapping. That's nasty. You know, you
Ross is gay.
wouldn't surprise me.
That nigga gay. So what happened was
Oh Jesus.
that a nigga showed up. Nigga showed up at an event. It was a whole bunch of niggas, and Rose realized that won't none of them niggas down with that gay shit. Said he was going to the bathroom, and then he dipped out, or somehow they changed locations, and he dipped. He was gone.
Hey, man, teach his own, man. Do you? You got a right to please yourself however you want to please yourself. Oh,
He used to be a deputy.
I know that.
So
I know. I mean, come on, now. Everybody done heard Officer Ricky.
that's what we get for allowing the Fugazi shit. And some of them guards is too goddamn big to be goddamn hunching other men and shit out this bitch.
Oh, were you there?
I done been in Richmond City and Henrico County and Chesterfield County.
This nigga said I saw Ross's twin brother.
Some of them officers is too goddamn big to be hunching other men in this bitch and then going back and laying down with your wives and kissing your kids and shit. But I digress.
I do too, nigga. Please stop. This nigga about to have a flashback.
Hey, man, you be incarcerated enough, you'll see some wild ass shit.
No, sir. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm okay. I'm all right over here. I'm all right. All right.
See some wild ass shit.
I'm incarcerated in this movie that we watching. I'm fucking with you. I'm playing with you.
That's a fact.
No, I'm playing with you, man. I better not be incarcerated in no fucking movie neither. No, I need to be free, boss.
That's the problem that we have, because people don't want to understand and realize that we live in a fancy prison.
Oh God. Friday, Robert. Friday.
Okay.
Friday. And I'm gonna remember that line. Fancy prison. Friday. Fancy prison known as Diddy's house. Anyway, let me get on out of here so I can make sure my kids are getting ready for bed, do my daddy thing, and then eating my dinner. Eating me a salad tonight, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to eat healthier during the week. Okay, I'm not even drinking 80 proof until Conspiracy Theories with Robert fucking Chandler on Friday. So there you go. So actually, I'm about to make me some tea. I'll make me some tea with some lemon and some honey because my voice is feeling better, and maybe able to finish a track or two this week. Hey, now swag on it there for. I'm just playing. I'm not doing swag on it there for.
Check my disdain.
Ain't it, man?
Ain't it, man?
Yeah, take off. The swag too official. When they tell me swag it out, I tell them this is not an issue. Hey, that was Robert Chandler shit, boy. Have you heard part 3? That's a joint with me and Day Day on it.
Oh shit.
No, I'm gonna send you that joint as soon as we get out of here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you guys, I will see you guys on Friday. I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful rest of their week. Weather's supposed to be in the 80s all week. So for your boy, Rob Chandler, it's your boy, Brandon Bravon Towns. We out this bitch. Peace. Love you. Conspiracy Theory Friday.